Everyone knows that in Clip Studio Paint, if you turn on a certain setting, something like this will happen. This happens in many other programs, but in Clip Studio Paint, if you go to File, Preferences, and scroll down in the Tools section, you will find Smart Shape. If you turn on this option, when you hold down your pen while drawing, you will end up with some assisted shapes that don't really match the ones you made initially, but can be somewhat helpful in very specific cases. In today's video though, we're gonna try and draw something entirely using these shapes. I'm gonna see how difficult it is for me to do that, and if I get frustrated enough. And maybe I will rage quit, I am not sure. I'm really curious to see how this goes, so let's get right into it. Every drawing starts with a sketch, so let's try and do that. Alright, well, I've decided on using one of these two thumbnails, ideas, whatever. Because this is just the idea, this is not the sketch at all. So this is not yet the drawing, so I didn't use the assisted lines for this. I just wanted to get a feel for what I would draw. And if I'm being honest, each of these work, but I might go with the one on the right, just because it's a bit more interesting, you know, with the perspective and all. Although the lighting in the left one would be much better, but we'll see. I'll just go with the right one and we'll see later. But this one is a good idea, so I won't let it go to waste. First make it big enough and then I'll make a sketch over it. Let's lower the opacity, make another layer, and oh wait, no, wrong brush. Now we can actually make a sketch on top of this. And from here on out, I'm just gonna have to use the smart shapes. So wish me luck, guys. Let's start with the head. Okay, maybe this won't be very bad after all. If okay, this is not optimal. But we're gonna try and see what happens. Okay. No, I don't want the straight line. Oh my goodness. Please let me make a normal line. I'm just gonna have to do it in small portions like this, because otherwise it's just gonna mess me up. You know, straight lines are bad if you don't want straight lines. But in my case, my drawing is gonna be all blocky, but I don't really care. No, that's not what I want. I'm gonna need to make it more curved to make it accept my request of having the line in the first place. I'm already having so much trouble with this, what the hell? Oh, come on, that was such a perfect line. Okay, this actually is harder than I thought. Please, that was a bent line, I don't want it straight. I don't even know what's happening here because the lines are not mine. Oh, come on. I don't even have the privilege to make S-curves unless they're like worthy enough for some reason. At least it's good for one thing, yes, the freaking phone. Of course, I'm not the best artist either, so don't blame me if I get like some anatomy stuff wrong. This would be made by someone who learns how to draw just by using the ruler. No, that's a curved line. What the hell? Wait, I think I understand something. Wait, let me try making a straight line and then putting a bit of. No, that doesn't work. Okay. I think I'm starting to understand something. And if I just. No, that doesn't work. Okay, it's finally helped me with something. Although, okay, it's not the best help I could have asked for. It does something. Come on, what even is this? What the hell even is this, bro? What? I didn't even want to make this. Okay, that's a tiny bit better. Oh, come. Look, what even is this, bro? What is that? Okay, let's try making some hair. Okay, I'm in sort of a flow state right now. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it is annoying. But at the end of the day, it's really fun to do this. And honestly, I'm not even mad. Look, at least I'm getting somewhere with this, okay? Like, I'm not making the best progress in the world, but I'm making progress, and that's what matters, you know? Oh my goodness. Okay, and we have some sort of bus station here. And I'm proud of that. Ooh, guys, wait, what if we have like the ocean over there? So like the street is gonna end there, then there's like this little sidewalk here, and then this part here is the sea. I'm gonna try to put some palm trees here, that are supposed to be a bit curved, but I don't know if my challenge will allow me to. It's not even gonna be a palm tree, it's gonna be a coconut tree because I just feel like making coconuts here. This is not what I drew. I mean, I think that's the entire point of this challenge, but no! Now let's try and add some base colors because I think it's time. If I were to try coloring with this, okay, it kind of works, but it's like so freaking laggy. It's just gonna crash my computer. If the point of this video was to crash my computer, then yeah, sure, I would be using this, but because that's not the point, and I don't want to spend like, I don't know how many hours trying to do something like this, one singular line at a time, and it's even missing spots. Like I'm going outside the selection and it's missing spots. All the line will be with the assisted tool, not coloring layer. The background is a bit too small for the character. The coconut tree isn't even there anymore. I think this should be a better size, but now like the entire background is messed up. Well, in any case, I think I have enough information for me to now start making the actual outline, so I'm gonna get going with that. Once I finish this drawing, I'm gonna be left with a finished piece and with worse line art skills. I don't care how bad it will look, I just want to finish this. Like this is so bad. God, like look at that. Have you ever seen someone willingly torture themselves? When it comes to YouTube, you probably did. But this is literally what I'm feeling right now. I almost said the best folds. These are like the worst folds I've ever drawn. Hand looks so awful. I'm not even gonna bother trying to make that look good. I'm just gonna leave that the way it is. Like, what even is this, bro? What are these fingers? What are those? If self-inflicted torture would be paid, I think I would be like close to a millionaire by now. Why am I getting a freaking hexagon shape right now? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna embrace the challenge and I'm just gonna use it. Okay, another hexagon. I guess we're just gonna use hexagons to make the pants. We're getting somewhere. I'm in the flow. I think I can actually do this. Also try and do something here so it's not just empty, because it looks like the back rooms, that's how empty it is. Let's make a Michael Jackson, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Way to go, Michael. Represent the wavy hair of the legend in question. This kind of works, but it looks like really cursed. Do you remember the other idea I had? This one? I'm glad I didn't ruin this one as well. Let's just focus on the Michael Jackson for now, because this is frustrating. Maybe you're wondering, why the hell am I using brown? Since I already picked a color and it was certainly not this brown. I saw like some tip use the shadow color first and then use like a overlay layer and make the light like that. Now she looks like she's been out in the sun for like 10 days and now she's like burnt. I mean, well done, what can I say? I've been drawing for 2 hours and just this is where I'm at. Let's just make a new layer. Let's set it to overlay, I think. Let's just trust the process and see where this takes me. I don't think this video is the best way to introduce my art to you guys. This is like the worst. I'm just messing with stuff here. Yeah, I just don't want to work on this anymore, actually. So this is the finished drawing, the finished piece. This is the entire thing, and I'm just gonna put my signature here if I can. Good enough. This challenge was awful. Do I recommend it? Well, if you want to be tortured by yourself, then totally go for it. But if you just want to live a comfortable life, then don't touch this challenge at all. After I end the video, I'm just gonna jump in my bed and lay there for like 10 minutes. I think I underestimated how hard it is to not be able to use like the lines that you want to use. And I think we all take this for granted. All of us just assume we don't have good line art when there's always worse. There's always worse. There's always worse. But let me just zoom in on a few aspects of the drawing that you guys might want to see. We have here the Michael Jackson with the audience, the girl, yeah, we have the shoes. I kind of like how these turned out. We have the bag, pants, the shirt, the hair. The hair was pretty mid, the hands. But I hope you enjoyed seeing me suffer like this, because I'm never gonna do this ever again. See you guys in another episode. For now, bye bye.